Hello, hello. Are we live? We're probably live, but I'm gonna wait just a little bit until we have everyone. Let me just set up everything and make sure that every sound is manageable. Alright, let me see. Okay, let me just. Alright, sounds pretty good. Okay. Stream manager. Okay, now let's close that. Chat is there. Okay. All right. So, fun fact that I learned today just now is the fact that I don't have the availability to make a poll. So, that's something I need to be mindful of. And the reason why I wanted to do that is because, again, we just started this game, so it's not for like tomorrow or anything like that. But the fact is, as soon as this game is done, I want to have something ready for you guys. So, the thing is, I have a few games that I am excited to play. I'm not gonna like list a whole lot of games, but I wanted to ask you guys how you want me to conduct a poll. So one way to do it is either I have sorry, one poll that is basically about all different genres in one poll, or if you would like me to have different polls for different genres of games. So one poll will be about scary games, and there will be a list for scary games, and then adventure or puzzle or something like that. So if you'd like, let me know. But yeah, so far we're going to resume where the water tastes like wine. I almost forgot the name. I blanked out there. So what we did last time is when we jumped into this game, we met two different characters. One is called Quinn, the little hobo kid, and the other was Mason, the World War I veteran. Um, Very interesting characters. Mason is kind of the tragic one because he lost his leg and his twin brother. And anyways, so one thing I am going to do is I'm going to put this sound a bit. Again, the music is very, very hard. Okay, so maybe here. The voice I'm gonna keep all the way up, but that should do it. Yep, everything looks good. And we begin. So let's check where we were, because I believe that we were going to go south, and we're probably gonna meet up with this guy. Who that is, I have no idea, but let's find out. We're south. That is north, so that means we need to. Can we just? Okay. Oh, we can't. Can we not? Wait. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me see. You know what? Before we do that, let's see. Oh, it's probably here, right? This is. Am I? Hold on. I'm not pressing on anything. Am I really? Is my keyboard really that messed up? No, right? Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there, but my keyboard is messing up. In anyways, I'm just gonna try this.
The hotel is an old manor house that's seen better days. A grand structure surmounted by a gambrel roof that dwarfs the house itself. It's eerily still, but for two boys at play. Each one so small and light, they barely leave tracks in the deep snow.
Okay, so our first decision of today. I kind of don't want to go inside, but you know what? For the hell of it.
The clerk behind the counter is old, and your room key is worn. But night approaches, and the price is low. Just before you shut the room door, there they are, the twins, staring at you from the corridor.
All right. First horror movie reference, I guess.
In the morning, as you leave, the clerk asks, "Did you sleep well?"
You know what? Tell the
Too
truth.
tired to lie, you tell him about the noise outside your door.
Oh?
The trampling of small feet on the corridor outside. The dreams disturbed with violent and hideous images. "That's odd," he says, weak-eyed. "There are no children staying with us."
Interesting. And what's more interesting is the fact that I have no idea why I'm not stopping. Well, I mean, I guess before we go to that campfire, hold on, let me see who is there. Oh, we are a Mason again. Okay. Okay, hold on. We're not gonna go to Mason. Let's go here. And what do we have?
Clouds roll together to fill the sky. The lightning is so strong that it seems to open a path in the haze above you. You are sure you see massive talons curved around the clouds.
Okay.
The thunder is so immense that the ground trembles. Your lips and hands tingle from the electric charge that fills the air until the dancing lightning passes on over the hills.
Kind of dangerous, but okay. Oh, I think I found out. Okay. I think I found out why it's controlling like that. I think I need to press F because that's what made it go continuously. Okay, so let's read. You share this bus stop with an old man who shifts from foot to foot, thumbing his suspenders and watching the passing traffic with anxious focus. Hey, he blurts out suddenly, turning towards you. Want to hear a good story? Absolutely, I do. With the air of a man who's distracting himself from something, he stumbles quickly through a tale about the dead woman in the yellow ribbon. Confusing himself now and again, backtracking, adding new details out of order, you barely piece the story together. Wait a second. You suddenly realize he's told you a twisted version of the story about the elegant woman in the small town, the French lady, but massively changed. Yeah, she wasn't dead. With whole new chunks you don't remember. It's true, the old man insists, turning his wincing eyes towards the road, and with that the conversation seems over. Alright. Okay, now we have that control figured out. Let's go back and... Ooh. Actually, I kind of do want to see Ohio. But no, we made a promise. And actually, for the first time, we're going to make our way through Virginia. But I don't think we have, like, the thing unlocked. So the furthest thing we could do is... Oh, maybe? You know what? Let's try it. Wait, what is this? Pennsylvania. Okay, hold on. Let me check the map because I mean we could do stuff here, right? All right. Search.
The women are oblivious to your approach.
Oh, is
Their
this the...
eyes are shut. Their touch, where they hold hands, is gentle. They speak in low tones. One stifles a burst of laughter, but it brings a smile to their faces. "Sorry," says the one who laughed. "Don't be," another assures her. They don't look up.
You know what? Quiet.
"And we give thanks for those who have left us, who we wanted gone, for the skills to thrive without them, and for the companions who make the effort joyful." The voice of the youngest wavers. The woman to her left squeezes her hand. This is not a scene to intrude upon.
All right. Touching moment, but we're not gonna what is that? And that's the last of Pennsylvania. Where are we? Oh, hold on. Okay, so we went north. Okay, so that's something good to remember. We went north. Okay. What do you have here?
By nightfall, the hospitality of this sleepy hamlet, combined with their superstitious tales, has both overstuffed your stomach and filled you with a hollow dread. Folks say these woods are full of apparitions, witches, and worse. You curse yourself for getting on the road so late. In the moonlight, every valley and hollow at the feet of the Tappan Zee seems like a stolen shred of the abyss itself. Fireside tales seem less fanciful, and every cackling crow and moaning whippoorwill seems like a demon perched on the shivering, spindly trees.
I'm assuming whippoorwill is a tree, so...
But something cuts through the noise. The muffled sound of hooves galloping on the cold, muddy road. When he finally slows his horse alongside you, it's as though he had just appeared out of the mist. He's astride a gigantic black courser, and though his boots are muddy and ragged, he wears an immaculate coat with great, shining buttons. From his saddle hangs an antiquated flintlock and a cavalry saber. In the darkness, you can hardly see above his towering shoulders.
Okay, let's be nice. Let's greet him.
His voice is a rumbling croak, deep, but as though his throat is filled with thorns. "Have you happened upon a cannonball around here?" You can tell English isn't his first language. German is. His hand, so pale it's almost blue in the moonlight, grips the reins in a fist.
Sorry, I
You
haven't...
mumble an apology and watch as he silently rides away, back into the mist. He's cloaked in black, you notice from behind, but the blood running down over his shoulders glints crimson in the moonlight.
Okay, so we met an apparition, I guess. Wait, hold on. Okay. We need to go south, which is right here. Did we visit Pittsburgh yesterday? I mean, last stream. It wasn't yesterday. Yesterday I wasn't able to stream because of the New Year. Which, by the way, I hope that you guys had a great New Year's. And again, if last year wasn't really great for you, I hope this year will be better. And if not, just give it some time. It will be better.
Outside the small thicket of apple trees, the phrase "tended to by John Chapman" is carved into a fence post. Nearby, a hound lies on its side, perfectly still. Flies buzz around its ears. But a grizzled man pauses at his digging to shoo them off.
Sorry, I think I had dinner a bit too late. That's why I'm. Anyways, always help a man dig.
There's an extra shovel. With it, the two of you make short work of the grave. He tells you about his beliefs, why he's raising apple orchards in the middle of the country. It's a sin to graft, he tells you. Hurts the tree. Eventually, the hole is deep enough.
Okay.
He stoops to the ground and lowers the pup into the earth. Tears flow freely.
Oh.
I'll see him again in heaven, he tells
Oh
you.
no.
Our souls are bound by love. He wipes his eyes. I don't think I can bear to stay here, though. Maybe I'll set out again.
Rest in peace, little pup. Okay, so we know. Okay, is it doing that again? Okay. We don't. I don't think there's like a bridge. So, what we will do is we will cross right here. And did that take any money? I mean, I assume it did, right? Okay, let's check the map. Yeah, okay. So let's see. We need to go east. Yeah, so we need to make a left. Alright, so this is a really interesting game. Like, I mean, last stream I didn't really like comment on this, and I really hope that this song is not gonna get me copyrighted. What is that? Oh, I think I have. Let me see. Journey log, progress, map, inventory. Ooh, I think I need to sleep. Does that? What is that? Okay, I don't know what that means, but in this case, what we do know is we need to find somewhere we can sleep at. And oops. Nope. Can I? No, I cannot. Okay, that kind of has me concerned because in the beginning of the game, he really said something about you'll come back even if you like die, and I don't want to do that just yet. Like I don't know where it's gonna put me back and how it's gonna affect the story. So I'm going to see whether or not I can rest somewhere. The closest spot is Richmond, so I'm going to go there. I mean, we did have like a lot of trouble with sleeping, right? Because so maybe we can use the camp, but first we're gonna hear a story. The waitress at this diner is sharing an outlandish tale with one of her regulars. I heard it from my sister-in-law, she says. It happened to be her daughter's friend. It's true. She notices you listening. Hey, have you heard this one before? Which one? She regales you with a story about the killer pigeons. Killer pigeons? Halfway through, you realize it's a story of the pigeon keeper, but highly embellished. What do you think about that? The waiter exclaimed. It's an interesting tale. Sure is. and true, every word of it. All right. Killer pigeons. Killer pigeons. Search.
You hear the whippoorwill first, shrill and close. Then you see him, high up above the black streaks of wires. A lineman, fraying belt holding him to the pole.
Oh, that's not good.
Damned bird has come to perch on a power line, stare hungrily at the man's soul. He's unsteady. His hands are shaky, and his body sways in the wind. You spot his tool bag next to the pole, worn and frayed, much like the man. A half-gone bottle of cheap rye pokes out of it.
You know what? What does that mean? Thing is, I don't want to take someone's comfort away. That's not good, right? Taking someone's comfort away. But in the same time, you should not be drinking and working at the same time. That doesn't sound like a good idea either. So what do you do then? You know what? Let's take a risk. Let's take the bottle.
What's he gonna do? Come down from the pole? You snatch it from his bag in one quick motion and walk away. Hey! He starts.
We're gonna look at him.
His body plummets. His limbs go slack with the understanding of what is happening to him. He tumbles into the tall, dry grass by the side of the road with a muffled noise. All you hear is the call of the whippoorwill.
Damn, we shouldn't have done that, huh?
Loud. Thankful.
I mean, he wasn't supposed to be drinking. I mean, it's not an excuse, but...
A few wanderers like you are looking for a place to camp. We heard there's a Leatherman cave nearby.
We have passed it, I think.
They describe a locally famous vagrant who hiked this area for almost 30 years. He's dead now, but his caves are the best place to camp at any town.
Okay, where is it?
You and the other wanderers find the cave easily, because someone's lit a fire there. As you approach, you see a silhouette bend over the flames with an odd, creaking sound, like a door swinging in the wind.
Who's there?
His coat is crudely stitched from leather plates that squeak against each other. The Leatherman, one of the others whispers. A ghost. The Leatherman must have heard, but he just stares. His face is corpse still.
He ain't a ghost.
He's eating, you say, and point out his can of beans. Je ne suis pas un fantôme, the Leatherman says, and adds,
French?
Idiot. Oh, bursts your companion. Canadien? Soon he and the Leatherman are deep in conversation, and your group has a safe place to rest.
All right, so there's a little French. I mean, again, I think we are going to the south, so we're probably going to hear a lot more French. French doesn't really have good memories for me because back in school, I used to suck at French really bad, and I could never get it. I mean, I wasn't really gifted with languages like that, or I wasn't maybe taught properly. I don't know. I took like supplementary classes in order to catch up, but could never do it. I failed I failed French like I don't know how many times. Just one of these things. One of these things that you're just, you're not gonna get it. All right, let's see who we ate. Little Ben by Leah Alexander.
Sorry, friend, but I gotta ask you not to get no closer unless I can see your hands at all times.
Whoa. All right, no problem.
Look too clean to be one of us. But you don't look like the company sent you neither. All right,
Okay.
come and share my fire spell. But don't linger. These hills is full of ears. Don't think just 'cause you can't see no one that you're safe.
Okay.
And I'll give you cornbread. Don't be so sure of me neither.
Okay.
Anyway, I need something to laugh about. Got any funny ones?
Funny ones? Sure. Okay. Um. Changing. That's not funny. That's not funny. Oh no, that's. Hold on. Let's. Oh, do we have funny ones? Okay, hold on. Okay, that's family. Ooh, this one, killer pigeons, because it's not really like who would like be afraid of killer pigeons, right? You know what? Let's tell killer pigeons.
That's supposed to be scary? Well, huh. All right.
Okay.
Love. Anyone could be a company spy.
Maybe authority would appeal to him.
New woman comes sniffing around. You can't tell if it's you or the union she's looking to get a whiff of. I keep to my own.
Uh-huh.
Got any funny stories? Must have a couple.
Okay. You know what? Let's tell him the story about Quinn. It's not really funny, but actually the bridge builders, because
Come on, that's all made up.
it's true, every word of it.
What's freedom? When the community decides what it's worth? Setting the value of things together? You mean when you don't answer to nobody? Just ain't possible, my friend. I need a laugh. Know any good jokes?
Okay, hold on. I don't. Maybe. I mean, the seagulls is like. It's not funny,
Come
but
on. Don't try to cheer me up with that lying nonsense.
hey, I didn't lie, nothing. All right.
Dreaming about the future made me a wanted man. For now, I'll be glad just to get over the county line at dawn.
Okay.
I need a laugh. Know any good jokes?
I mean, following might be.
Stranger, miners tell me sadder stuff than that every day of the week.
Oh Lord, I think I messed that completely up.
Death. Yeah. Little tin of morphine some of us carried down so as to die peaceful just in case. Some thought it better to die a sinner than to go with death's hand pulling the breath out of your body slow as he goes.
Damn.
I think God would have forgiven it. He would have had to. What do you think?
You know what? You want sorrow. We got sorrow. Where is he? Yeah.
You reading to me out of a dime novel? That stuff ain't true.
All right.
Authority? Bosses? You ain't worth nothing to them. You're like a pickaxe or coal cutter. Damn shovel. You break, you get replaced. It's almost like they're proud of that. Sun's up. I need to go. Across the county line. You look like someone who maybe ran a few times in your life, too. I can see something like that in your eye.
Okay.
Look, you want to get involved, find me up this way. Won't be specific, for my safety and yours.
Okay. Fair enough. In West Virginia. All right, I'm still horrible at
Fine,
reading
Abel.
maps, but
Do it. Talk again about these things.
met Little Ben, the coal miner. All right, so let's see. Oh, did I just? You know what? It's fine. It's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to look at. Let's check this unseen story. And that's probably there, isn't it? And yeah, that's probably there. Uh-huh. I wonder what we have in our bag, you know what I mean? Alright, let's see.
Muddling through the dark, you stumble into the path of the white deer. Its beauty strikes you at once. It is something otherworldly, beyond borders, a moon swimming in the void. Human shouts not far away break the spell. The deer's ears prick up. This thing is being hunted.
You know what? We are going to help
You
the
know
deer.
a way out of here. As the hunter's cries get louder, you approach the deer carefully.
No way.
Palms outstretched. As you grow close, your features become clearer in the light of the deer's aura. It bolts into the path of an oncoming
Did
train.
we just kill a deer? Oh no. Okay, so the south. Okay. I'm okay, you know what? Let's go to California. That's probably the closest thing we got so far. Also, I forgot to check, like, did my sleep meter go up? Anything here? I swear to God, I hope that this does not get me copyright strike, because apparently this soundtrack is really good. And honestly, like, if you guys want to find this, you should play, either play this game yourself or go to the YouTube.
The cave is really a man-made hole breaching into an earthen mound. The man, khakis dirtied by kneeling on the rough earth, has assembled a macabre little pile of skulls to the side.
Okay.
Readying these for sale, friend. He wipes his hands on his pants. This pile of skulls, clearly claimed from his enemies by an Indian chieftain, would be perfect for any cabinet of curiosities or sideshow attraction.
I'm assuming that that's illegal. Even in those times, that should have been illegal. I mean, I'm thinking.
Why, these skulls belong to no one. They're just here, lying under this mound, waiting for an enterprising soul to make something of them. Isn't this what America's all about?
Is it?
Little sunlight reaches that deep in, but you can still see the skeletal remains, their heads carelessly removed, laying neatly in their excavated resting places, each one lovingly surrounded by stone effigies, earthenware, and copper plates in the shape of winged warriors.
You know what? Don't mess with the dead. That's it. I think that goes for any culture. It doesn't matter where you're from. I think there is some kind of universality in that. Like, you don't mess with people who are dead, right? Like grave robbers, I think grave robbers in most societies get like some kind of, they're looked down upon, right? And this one is no different. Let's not do that. Threaten the
You
man.
pause and consider this small man, greedily arranging someone's remains as though they were a trinket for a mantelpiece.
Okay, so this, I don't think he's gonna be upset, but maybe this won't be a good choice either, because at this point, he might see that as like a feature he can sell. So this won't help. This might turn up a bust.
It's crude and ridiculous, but he's a crude and ridiculous man. You have him run off the mound, sworn never to tell of what he's seen, for fear of monsters and ghosts. It's a small thing, but a kindness you hope.
Sorry, I'm a little peckish. Let's see. Sorry, give me a minute. We keep going south. No. The soundtrack is something else.
He's small for his age. Boy of 13 or so, sitting on an upturned bucket by the side of a tiny wedge of farmland. The dog, as though by contrast, is massive. An enormous yellow-brown mutt.
A golden retriever.
He's called Rover, the boy explains.
Paul says he can't come with us.
Where?
West.
You notice the Model A truck on the yard, piled high with furnishings and trunks and bags and knots of rope to tie it all together. And upon all that, too, yet more dust and grit.
Paul says it has to be better.
With one toe tip, he scratches a parabola on the dead, dry ground.
Paul says we can't afford to feed Rover no more.
You can't tell where the blonde of the dog's coat ends and the omnipresent dust begins. Same goes for the boy's hair.
Will you take him?
I mean, you should be taking him, right?
Rover follows you eagerly after you feed him the tiniest sliver of jerky. But a few hours later, he snaps to attention, as though hearing some distant noise your ears can't catch. The last you see of him are the markings left by his dirty pelt on the leaves of the underbrush.
Aww. Come on, we didn't... Got two good hands. A downed tree has flattened his front yard and his porch too. His two sweaty sons are chopping it into movable pieces. We throw the logs into the old man cart. At least I can sell for firewood, he sighs, tossing you some coin. Okay, so now we need to go west.
No fence, gate, or sign marks the entrance to the cemetery. Just a moment ago, you weren't surrounded by graves, and now you are. How long have you been stepping on dead folks, fully unaware?
Hold on, just a minute. In any case, in case anyone was wondering what I'm chewing on, it's a limited edition flavor. Not sure how long you're gonna sell it here where I live. If you really want if you have the availability of it, if they sell it near your area, try it. It's not bad. It doesn't like it tastes of strawberry like by a fair bit. It's like strawberry and like imagine having like, well, it's not Nutella, but like a chocolate spread, but like mixed with like a teaspoon of like strawberry jam. I think that's the best way I can describe it. It's pretty good. It's not terrible, and it's better than the other one I've tried. They have this Snickers with like oats and dark chocolate, and that's not good. The thing is, it's probably good for some, but it's too bitter, and I mean it's dark chocolate, right? But it's like it's not bitter in the way that chocolate should be bitter. It's bitter in like it's manufactured bitter. Do you know what I mean? Not sure if that's because of a lack of like sugar in it or lack of okay, I'm sorry.
A wood board, bleached white. Unknown. The word was painted on black by a steady hand, each letter signed with a flourish. Whoever made this memorial had more compassion than money.
Hold a moment of silence.
You're already quiet, so maybe it's silly. But you instill that silence with intent. What else could someone do? A sparrow calls. Seems birds don't have much respect for the dead. You notice the grave marker isn't dug into the ground, just propped up on a tree.
Always be respectful of the dead.
Looks nicer now, but unmoored as these markers are, this grave in front of this tree, does this memorial even belong to it?
We did what we could. Now we need to go north a little bit and to the west, so northwest. That is this way. And there we go. In Charlotte. So after we visit Charlotte, we'll probably go south. And we are...
Excusez-moi.
Beckoning you over, the woman shows you a letter, beautifully typeset on thick vellum. You're struck by the scent of a fancy department store. She points on the parchment to the address.
This address, you know?
You are
I don't-
dismayed to read the first paragraph. Lorem ipsum dolor sit amet. And the address under the monogram in the letterhead. 12345 Road
This poor
Street,
woman got tricked.
Pennytown, USA. The woman blinks, hopefully, leaning close over your shoulder.
Yes? You know this place?
She asks. Poor woman. She's been tricked.
Duped.
This place doesn't exist, you try to explain as loud and slowly as possible.
Of course you exist.
The woman snorts, thumping a fist to her chest.
Some people don't want to
You
believe
struggle
it.
to make yourself understood, But the poor woman whisks the letter away and stomps down the street. Ah well, c'est la vie.
All right, what does this got for us?
A family of 9 invites you into their
9?
home for a meal. Hogs roam free in the yard. They wallow in shady patches of cool mud, not paying any mind as you pass. During supper, the hard wind puts an awful burden on the walls. The glass dishes rumble on the table, but the mother seems calm.
Can't butcher a hog in these parts without me, Ma, hollering for pig's feet.
I like the name Meemaw. Wait, hold on. Ghosts?
The mother raises up her shoulders into a stern posture.
I teach my children to only fear the Lord. We don't have haints, just me, Ma.
Is Meemaw dead? Alright, your story. I'll back this with this dude. Or is that just another... Sure. Yeah, that's the same. 50 years. Actually, it's 32. Yeah. Okay, so we could go north and pick up that little spot, which is... You know what? Let's collect more stories because we need it. Let me see if I can do that. Yeah. All right.
You emerge from the underbrush and find yourself at the edge of a field. A farmhouse sits at the other end. Close by, a large family is tending to the plants together.
What kind of family
They
is this?
pause and regard you, almost nervously.
Hello there?
The grandmother asks.
Hello?
The family is almost too nice to you. When you ask for water, they don't even let you walk to the pump by the house. A child runs back to the shed for a folding chair, and they serve you lemonade in a glass among the lettuce heads.
Immediately red flag. What is happening?
Halfway through your glass, you notice someone moving furtively down by the house. The cuffs of his white shirt are stained red. The father sees your look and shifts to block your view. His eyes are bright, and his teeth are bared in something like worry.
How do you like your lemonade?
It's great.
His wife arrives with a bag full of sandwiches for you, and the whole family ushers you back into the woods, waving, wishing you well. You take one look back over your shoulder. The man by the wall is gone.
All right, I'm gonna assume the worst. South. We need to go south, and what we're going to do... Ooh. Okay, we went south too hard, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go north, and we're going to go northwest. Let's see. Okay, we need to pass the mountains. And we need to take care of our sleep situation because I think something is wrong there. Okay, yeah, we're on track. We're supposed to in that area somewhere. I see some. Let me check what that is. Okay, that's that. You know what? Let's visit there first and then stop in Charleston. That looks like a pig.
His clothes are expensive, but unkempt. A tailored jacket stretched and warped out of its best fit by long days on the road. His thinning frame weighs down the boxcar next to yours. You got a light, friend?
I mean, sure.
You offer a match, which bends and nearly snaps as he scratches it against the pitted iron edge of the boxcar. Thanks, he mumbles, perching one last cigarette on his lip. Don't rightly know where I'm going. You notice how deeply wrinkled his clothes are. It's as though a huge hand plucked him from a high society party and crumpled him up like a sheet of paper. Don't rightly know how I got going either.
Why?
They built a railway just past Missy Hudson's estate. Damned racket ruined our soiree. Might have been a few bottles of Armagnac too many when I walked down the tracks to tell them to keep it quiet. He drags on the cigarette, but you never see him exhale.
Shady. Is there any way we can like stop and sleep somewhere?
You come across a girl picking wild blueberries. She smiles and greets you. On in. She offers you some from her birch bark basket.
Okay, thank you.
You reach in the basket for blueberries, but pull out a handful of small, smooth stones, all the colors of the rainbow. The snickering girl runs into the trees as fast and light as a rabbit.
Child's prank. Drop the
The
stones.
stones tumble from your hand and hit the ground, instantly turning black as the night. Your heart leaps in surprise.
Okay.
How strange.
Not sure what that is, but okay. You share this bus stop with an old man who shifts from foot to foot, thumbing his suspenders and watching the passing traffic with anxious focus. Hey, want to hear a good story? Is that the same dude? So he like gives a lot of like different versions of our stories. Okay, he stumbles through a tale about the legendary Gwen Mitchett, the richest and most ruthless bootlegger ever, confusing himself now again, backtracking. Bootlegger? Oh, those two. Okay. Yeah, the shootout. Okay. Okay, camp is last. Camp is last. That's what we're going to do last.
The woman finds you as you wander the streets. Come with me, child, she says, looking you up and down. We're going to church.
To church we
follow
go.
her to a simple clapboard building. There's no steeple, but a cross is painted on one side.
We enter the church.
Inside, you sit for what seems like years as the preacher drones on about the various virtues expected of his faith. Brevity is not among them, apparently.
Yikes. Okay. What is this?
Wading through an overgrown field, you nearly step on someone lying in the tall grass.
Oh, is this...
Despite your boot above their face, the reclining individual doesn't flinch. Instead, as you stumble backwards, they coolly call out, "Hey there, have a seat. Take a load off."
Okay. So far, so good. We're taking a break.
You drop your pack and stretch out beside them, soaking up the late afternoon sun. Long stalks of the weeds rise above your eyes like great trees. "Always happy to share my spot with another outsider," they declare in a distinctive voice. Baritone, but cute, soft, and light. "Sure, honey. I know an
Whoa.
outsider when I see one. You were set
not
on
that
this
close.
path not entirely by choice, weren't you? Same with me. I come out here to be myself, my true self, and to dream of a better time and place for folk like me.
Okay.
Take clothes, for example. Why does a suit make a man? If a lady's in slacks, is she a scissor sister?
Okay.
Can't she just like breeches? Why is it so damned important to find out?" Your androgynous companion muses aloud. "Why is a fella in a dress only ever a joke or a show? Female impersonators," they say, pain lurking behind the words. I can only speak for myself, but the only impression I do is of the person society demands me to be.
That's rough, man.
They nod. Everything is man or woman, hard or soft. Think about flowers. Plants change to become something beautiful so quickly. The field's scraggly weeds suddenly begin to bloom before your eyes. And then they go back to being grasses, bushes. I like that.
Flowers are cool.
Pink, white, magenta, and blue flowers dot the field. Are they flowers or weeds? Both? Neither? You have to choose. Or maybe the question is what's flawed, huh? They smirk. Folk like me are gender outlaws, rebels by nature of our existence. The androgyne concludes.
So,
That's a good question. They guffaw. I suppose that I am, insofar as I run straight here every chance I get. Maybe one day I can just be a person, as surely on a busy street as I am in this field. Now that's the future I dream about. You think it could happen, stranger?
we'll get there.
You reassure them that one day it will happen, even though it may take time. As you get up and gather your things to leave, you survey the entire field, now full of wildflowers and buzzing with pearlescent dragonflies. They stand to see you off, and you can see clearly now the beautiful cream-colored dress they're wearing. They give a twirl to show it off, blushing a little bit. And then you part ways, both feeling invigorated.
All right. Man, I hope his character makes it. I mean, I don't, we don't have seen any death so far, but I don't want to be the first to find out, or them to be the first to find out. All right, let's see. What else do we got? Oh, is that little Ben again?
I know we seen each other more than once now, but we ain't real friends yet. I can't take chances. Keep your hands out your pockets and keep to your side of the fire.
Fair enough, bruh. Fair enough.
You see anyone follow you over this way? Hear anyone? If you didn't, it don't mean they weren't there.
Okay.
So sure, we can talk. But you keep an ear out, and I'll keep an eye on you.
Okay.
See anything exciting out there on the road?
Exciting?
Mostly I just seen dogs.
I got something exciting for you. Let's see. Nope. Yeah. That should be exciting.
Stranger, miners tell me sadder stuff than that every day.
What do you
of the week.
mean?
Choice? Some say we all belong to God. But these days, all kinds of forces will try to stake their claim on a man. I don't know if I'm choosing, or just trying not to let any one of them grab me. See anything exciting out there on the road?
Exciting.
Mostly I just seen dogs.
Okay, you know what? You want... Exciting. Exciting. I mean, this is pretty exciting.
That's supposed to be scary? Well, huh. All right.
Okay, so that wasn't good enough
Fortune? That's what they promise. They tell these men, get on the train. There's work for you on the other end. They say, pack up. Bring your families. Come on, earn your keep in the land of the free.
for you. Man, this guy's
So they
cynical
pack up.
too.
These men quite a ways from their home already, and if they make it to the mine town alive, the company tells them, gotta use our tools. Take it out your first month's pay. Train ticket here too. Nothing you get doesn't come from us. First day you go down to work, you might even be in debt already. What can they do but go down all in a line, like beasts into the dark? See anything exciting out there on the road?
Okay, exciting. You want exciting, right? Okay, let me see. I mean, creepy mill. You know what? The winged beast. Let's try that one. I don't think I have another story in me because
Are you
I think
trying to scare me? Every man in the last meeting I ran could tell you a story scarier than that right off the top of his head.
Damn it. I don't think I
Oh,
have.
sure, I know sadness. Sometimes I get to thinking that just because you're right doesn't mean you ever get your rights.
But we have.
Times like that, I feel like all them cold flecks are just settling in me. Like I'm gonna become part of the mountain's guts, one way or another. I need a laugh.
You want to laugh? Let me try something. You know what? This is funny. This is funny. I got scammed.
Come on, that's all made up.
No way.
Home? I always wanted a little place where I could watch the sky change color, watch the cook fire smoke, dance up among the pines. Anyway, I need something to laugh about. Got any funny one?
So the stone was not funny enough for you? Come on. What story can we tell? You know what? Let's tell the story about. It's not funny, but it's something.
Come on. Don't try to cheer me up with that lying nonsense.
We don't have nothing.
Trust. Can I trust you? If I asked you how many widows were made when the number 9 fell in, would you know?
I don't know what that means.
What year it was when they walked Samuels and his boys down to Big Sandy and done them like criminals?
I'm not sure what he's talking about.
You heard the word of Mother Jones?
No.
If you can't answer these, I can't say much. Morning. I gotta get going. Headed up that way. Won't be specific for my safety and yours. You wanna
He
find
is
me?
gonna be in Ohio.
Do it. Talk again about these things. Pole ain't got no country. No worker neither. Worker ain't Virginian, ain't Christian, white, colored, Irish, Polish, nothing. A worker is a worker. We all gotta work. If you're one of them, if you think I sound red, you best come out and say so. Get it over with.
You mean like communist red or like colored red? Okay, so we really did not have any funny. We need to work on our funny stuff because everyone is looking for a laugh these days, and we don't got nothing. These fellows are lounging in the front of a half-finished office building, taking their lunch break. Hey, one calls waiting you down. Rick was telling us the story. Listen, okay? You tell us if it's BS or not. Rick, a credulous-seeming fellow, starts telling you a story about the fisherman and his fish calling seagulls. You realize it's the story of the seagulls and the fisherman, but changed in a few major ways. So it's definitely part bullshit, right? But also a little real. It's not bullshit, you know what? The other half of the group, Vindicated, shares a bottle of pop with you. We got something. Okay. We need to go. Ooh. If we go up north, we're gonna meet a new character. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and meet a new character. Which is north, is right here. And we need to cross. Where can we cross? Okay. Let me see. I don't think there's anywhere we can cross, right? I mean, we can cross there. You know what? Let's check in on Mason because it's been a while. And he's at the place where we can cross anyway. So let's do that. I never really understood how we can like speed up. Okay. You know what? I'm not even gonna try. And we're going to cross. And let's see. Mason, talk to us. What do you have for us? Hopefully you are a little bit better.
Here you are again. How's the journey treating you? I'm still heading back to Oregon. My sister Jessie won't take me back. Wish she would. Wish it was her I was going back to.
Ooh.
She doesn't understand. Almost nobody does. If they did, they would have given us something real for what we suffered.
Damn.
Know any good jokes? I'm
With the
not so good at
jokes,
telling them anymore.
this entire stream has been a joke, honestly. I don't know. This is not funny.
Life ain't like that, in my experience. But I guess my experience ain't normal.
All right, we need to work on our
Faith.
funny stories.
The time for faith is long past, my friend. Do you know any happy stories? Hopeful ones?
Maybe I do have that. I think I do. Nope. Nope. Ooh.
For a moment there. Just a moment.
Yeah. All right.
I felt better.
We
about
did
it all,
that.
too. The future? When I was young, I worried about the future. But now, running all on autopilot and fumes, I've got no control over it. So worry has become me. So anyway, tell me a funny story? You seem like you know a few good
Again
ones.
with the funny stories. Okay. We could tell about the mysterious woman with the letter. I'm thinking letter. I'm thinking letter. Letter or the last. You know what? Let's try this one and then the letter if we have time for that.
Wish I could tell that one to my sister.
Oh, that worked.
Traps. I felt like I was... It's a slow process, but the memories, they leave sometimes.
Okay.
They leave. I don't remember every compatriot. I don't remember Pa's voice anymore.
Oh.
Tell me a happy story. Something to make the world seem kind.
Okay. Something that makes the world seem kind. Nope. Maybe this one, the dog. Let's see. Nope. I have a lot more like scary stories than anything else. Okay, let's see. The anonymous grave. I mean, that might actually be up his alley. You know what? I'm gonna go for it. Anonymous grave.
I don't mean to be rude, but civvies don't understand what...
Alright, and I get called civvies? Alright, alright.
The past? I wish I could go back, before I had to mourn, and before all the hope was drained from me.
Man.
My brother Paul used to love scary stories. Tell me one.
I got one. I really do. Hold on. I got you. Okay, so we have the story of the dead woman. What else do we got? We have the story of the dead woman. We have, let's see. The grave robber story is pretty good, I think. I'm thinking of another one. This is creepy. This is unnerving, but I'm not sure if that counts. Let me see. What else do you have? The creepy mill, I guess. I mean, that's probably our best bet, right? So let's try this one.
And that's what you think when you think of tragedy.
Hey, it's pretty sad. right?
Sadness.
Oh, here we go.
Didn't come in.
Here we go.
When Paul died, it left me feeling like half of me was missing. You don't get a connection like that. You can't go back and get another twin.
Yeah, I know. We have maybe one more story
The
that we can
emptiness
do.
didn't last. It filled itself with sadness not long after. Well,
Oh,
morning's come. The road takes me this way next. Wish it were taking me home.
okay. So he's back to MD. I'm not sure what that was. I mean, I think I looked it up and I forgot again. Okay. We are in Pennsylvania.
The family always did like Paul more anyhow. Loyalty to him
We're
is the
going to
only
try
loyalty
and
I
find
don't
some
want.
funny stories because I can't.
Even the other soldiers of the bonus army. They had families to go back to. I got my sister Jessie, and she's not letting her gimp brother home anytime soon.
Okay. Okay, you know what? We're going to need a funny story, and I think this guy might be able. I really hope that you have funny stories because we need it. So we need to go west. We need to go west, which is. Yeah, it's over there. So first of all, we're going to try and listen. Okay, we got another chat. Hold on. All right, let's see what this story is about. The policeman in the truck on this corner is having a pretty wild argument with someone on the other end of the radio. No, he keeps saying, no way. You listening as the man on the radio finishes a wild story about the revenge of the passenger pigeon. Is that it? All right. So a bit of a recap. This game is called Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. The best title I've ever seen in a game. Basically, how this started was we were in a high stakes poker game. And basically, we had the best hand in the game. All aces. We had a 10, a jack, queen, and king, and an ace. And we still lost. How? He cheated, obviously. And basically what's happened is that we have to pay off our debt, and we do that by collecting stories. So they give us basically a rundown of what people want to hear, and like we have a few seeds to start the story with. And now we are collecting stories and exchanging them and growing the stories. So we have a few stories, we met a few characters. We met what is his name? Quinn the hobo kid. And we met Mason, the World War I veteran, and now we have Little Ben, the miner. So basically, one of our biggest problems now is that a lot of these people want funny stories, and I don't have them. So, okay, again, the story about the killer pigeons. It used to be just a guy with like very specific breed of pigeons, and then it got twisted into like people saying, "Oh, he has killer pigeons." So, yeah. Alright, so let's see. Now we are supposed to go west because we're going to meet with this new character. As so far, we have these three characters. Quinn the hobo kid, Mason the World War I veteran, and Little Ben the coal miner. And now we're going to meet another character, which I hope is going to be a funny character because we need the laughs. West. Am I going west? Yes, it's a little far. Okay. So we were going to cross Pennsylvania and going into Ohio. Let's see. So that's Pennsylvania, and now we are in Ohio, and there, that campfire right there, that's where we're going to go to meet this new character. But first, we're going to try and knock out some of this. I hope what's going to be like a component of a new story, or some people that are embellishing our stories. Let's see, or it could be a new encounter. Who knows? Let's search. What do you
She's
got?
getting married, the soldier tells you.
Okay.
The two of you observe the church from the dusty road, straining to hear the faint joy of the ceremony transpiring within. I fought for 10 years to come home because she said she'd be here, waiting for me. And
Please
look,
don't be like, oh, I married
Can you
someone
believe
else.
it?
Yes,
so what
I
am I
can.
supposed to do? What does she expect? That I should throw myself from the nearest cliff? Walk into the ocean? He snorts.
Wait, what?
Sets
What?
off
What just
down the
happened?
road.
So you have a sweetheart waiting for you at the altar, and you're just gonna leave her? You know what? Follow this dude. Ooh.
You wait a while. Eventually, the bride emerges from the church, alone, and looks out over the cornfield. When she sees
For the
you,
streets.
and only you, her posture falls in a full-body sigh. She picks up the hem of her dress and goes back inside.
Oh no. Oh, she was getting married, but to someone else. Oh no, that dude is going to just sling himself from the streets. Oh no. All right, let's go to this campsite and meet a new character. There you go. Come on. Franklin by Jordan Miner, Chapter 1.
Why, hello there. Look like that's a heavy bag you're carrying. Let me get that for you. I insist.
Okay, thanks.
You see this uniform? It means you can trust me to make sure this is the most comfortable journey you've ever had in your
Don't
life.
introduce this to my chat, bruh. Don't introduce this. Don't even start. Okay,
Who am
continue.
I? Well, I'm no George, I'll tell you that. But that's not important. This trip is about you, friend.
Y'all wrong for that. Y'all so wrong for that. Oh, the music though. Can you still hear the music?
Know any good tragic tales? I feel in the mood for one of those right now.
You're in the mood for a tragic story. Let me give you a very tragic story. Hold on. Nope. Nope. Band struggle. Actually, band struggle is pretty rough. So, but the thing is, the World War I veteran is a lot. Mason's loss, right there. Mason.
Didn't expect to, but I'm actually tearing up over here.
Yeah. Exactly. Trauma bonding at its finest.
Yeah. I got a few miles on me, but I don't think I'll be hearing that Phantom train anytime soon.
Okay.
Doesn't mean I don't make sure to always listen, just in case.
Okay.
Tell me something that'll make me laugh. I could use a chuckle.
I guess you don't want to chuckle and unbuckle. Laugh. No, that's another sad story. You know what? This one. This is about the dude that was sipping on some alcohol and he was like trying to stumble his way through like the neighbors.
Oh, that's a good
Hey.
one. Very good.
That works. All right.
Traps. Imprisonment? Well, there's a difference between a train you have to ride and a train you get to ride.
Okay.
We porters want that difference to be us.
He's spitting right now.
Anyway, I'm in the mood for a good happy story.
I don't got
You
one
it?
of those. Happy story. Actually, we got the androgen story. That might be our happiest story. Happy story, happy story. Where is our story? Hold on. Okay, I think I lost it. No. No. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's not, I mean, okay, this is I mean, I think that should be good, right?
A positive attitude. That's what I like to hear.
Okay, that works. I like it.
The future? We're making it.
You know, I like this dude. He's the most upbeat character we have so far, and we already seen a lot.
There's never been anyone like us Pullman Porters. It's why we have so much pride.
Okay.
We're setting standards for future folks, and we know just how damn high those standards are.
Right? Like the first thing you want to hear, look, I want to cry, and then I want to chuckle. I want something exciting. Look, like he sounds upbeat. All right, that's how it goes.
Have any optimistic tales? I'd like to hear
Another
one of those.
optimistic tale. See that, chat? Okay. Optimistic. This is probably the most optimistic we have. So I'm gonna keep that as if we can't find a better one. This is about this story about John Chapman and his orchard is where he buried his dog. So that's not optimistic. This is the weird story because we found a family of 9, and basically they were like, you know, giving us lemonade, but they were something was going on in the background. Like, cause there's one person that had his like shirt bloody. Actually, Quinn is pretty optimistic if you think about it, because he's pretty, you know, he has a solid outlook on life. All right, so let's see. Oh, right here. 2 brothers wanted and seeking each other for 50 years. Actually, it was 32, but you know, that should be optimistic.
Just like I told you, friend. Miles of smiles.
Exactly. All right. It's working out.
If you're looking for family, you know why a porter can treat a passenger better than anyone else? Because when you step on this train, you're family.
Okay, hold on. All right. It's not.
It doesn't matter who you were before or who you're going to be after you step off.
Okay. You can be whatever you want to
Anyway,
be.
I'm in the mood for a good happy story.
Again with the
You got
hat.
me?
Praying women it is. Right here.
A positive attitude. That's what I like to hear.
That should be it for tonight, right? We already told how many stories.
Trust. Well, a train ride can be a disorienting experience, especially for
This
a first
soundtrack,
time.
though.
You gotta have faith that a porter can keep you calm and comfortable. And we've gotta earn that faith each and every time. Another night over. I surely did enjoy all those stories, though. Maybe next time I'll let down my hair a bit. What do you say?
Exactly.
You must excuse me, friend. What kind of porter am I saying this trip is all about you, only to start talking about my own damn self?
Mm-hmm.
But enough of my indulgences. I hope I see you again.
Okay. So he's going east back to Pennsylvania. We came from there. All right. So Franklin. So we're going to meet Franklin back in Pennsylvania. Now we could go back to Little Bend. But if we go north, we go to Michigan. All right. So Michigan. So let's see. Ooh. I think that's a new city there. So what we could do, we could go north all the way here and then make our way back, because I think this is a new city and we haven't had one of those in a while. We only had 2 cities so far. We had New York and right here in, I don't know what it is. So let's go to the city and then explore Michigan, and then we can, let me scroll out, see how far we have left. Wait, how far do we, oh damn, Wisconsin. Whoa, we have a lot of stuff left. Holy macaroni. This is the entire map, by the way. Okay, let me put this off. Let me put that off. Let me put the roads off. Let me put the train off. Let me put the stories off. And damn. Okay, so let's see. So we met a new character called Frank. So we have 3 characters now. So we could. The thing is, if you go north into what is this, Michigan, it's gonna be a while before we meet anyone else. So what we could do, like I'm thinking like we could just go to Michigan and then make our way north to Florida, because you know I heard Florida is great at this time of year. Damn, I cannot pull like a poll. So you know what? I'm gonna leave it up to chat. Chat, if you're there, you got it. So what do? We either go north and explore Michigan, or we leave that for later and go south. So north or south. Type 1 for north, 2 for south. Let's see. Two. All right. We going south. Okay. If we go south, that means we are going to visit probably Little Ben, and then we're going to make our way to Georgia. So we keep going south until we see Georgia. All right. We're going south. South. First, we're gonna meet up with Little Ben, and then we'll see what else we can do, because we're probably gonna have to cross through, I think, the city. All right. Yeah. Little Ben, I really hope you don't want funny stories.
I don't know you from anyone,
Come on, man.
but maybe in the end that don't matter so much, so long as we're after the same things. Little firelight, little morsel, a minute or 2 of company.
All right.
Well, I ain't got much, and I sure ain't got more than that. I'll share what I have.
That's the true friend in the making right
Do
there.
the same for a stranger one day by and by.
Absolutely.
You tell me something sad. Sometime you just want a story that goes with how the world already is.
You know what? Mason. Mason is as sad as it gets. There you go. Mason is as sad as I get.
This kind of sadness is where we all meet one another. On level ground.
Ooh, deep.
Change? We asked for change. They cut us down like goddamn dogs.
Damn.
Good men who just come into the Union. Workers, their wives, the widows, everybody.
Okay.
The river turned to blood like something out of Exodus. And if they find me, they'll do the same. I can't stay here, you understand. Anyway, maybe tell me some scary story. I like that.
Okay. That's sad, right? So, nature, home, and country. That's love, family, future. Anonymous grave is pretty sad. Okay, so we have an anonymous grave or the story of the dead woman in yellow ribbon. What about this? I don't remember that story. It's something about a lost battle or something. Nobody knows that one. Actually, this is also pretty sad, burying a dog. Okay, you know what? We're going with... I mean, that's a boy that ran away with his father.
Come
That's
on,
pretty...
stranger. Tell me something true.
Alright.
Family. Once there were 4 of us, and it was just my poor ma and me.
Oh, damn.
What could I do but go to work for her? It was the end of my playtime. No more song and dance. I've been running too long.
Damn.
Dogs and guns. Tell me something happy.
Okay. Can we go back to Energy again? I mean, that's hopeful, right? Hopeful? What is hopeful? Yeah, that's not hopeful at all. I mean... Damn, I don't have a lot of hopeful stories, huh? Let's see. Damn. I'm just gonna do it. The ball of almanac it is.
Guess there ain't no joke that works on everyone.
Okay, bruh. Okay, you don't have to fucking roast me like that.
Bondage. My brother, Big Ben, he went down deep every day, picking the coal to bits with his bare fingers.
Okay.
I thought he was a man so soon. Those bloody fingertips all swole up like they do.
Okay.
And he had a mule, too. Load up with the bits. Name a baby, that mule. I wanted one. Well, I got my day at work in the end. And I always wondered whether one day they'd excavate the bones. My brother and
Oh,
baby,
no.
when they got trapped down there.
Oh, no.
Can't hardly remember my brother, but I still think a lot about how his bones got no rest. You could say I think a lot about that. Can't get it out of my head.
You know what? I
See
know a
anything
story for
exciting
that.
out there on the road?
I know a story for that. Oh, the... Oh, he already knows. Exciting. Exciting. This one. The Letterman's Cave.
Huh. Ain't funny to me.
Okay, okay.
Faith. Well, sure. We call it God-fearing. But you ever been down a coal mine, friend? No room for fear to squeeze in then. Back then, every day I'd get up with the quiet black dawn, and by way of prayer, I'd say something like, "Not gonna be my day," and that'd be it. It's not like you ever forget to be careful, for all the good it does. But then every day, you and the others come back up out the mine, you see the stars, and the night sky comes into your lungs all alive like. At those times, you feel like, well, you know, that's about it for me. See anything exciting out there on the road?
Okay. Exciting. I'm gonna get that animal story. Let's see. Nope. Nope. You know what? Let's do that. Massive thunderstorm. Should have seen
Brings
it.
me back.
Oh, that actually
there was a
worked.
time when me and
Holy
Big Ben
moly.
could just enjoy exciting stories like this one. Innocent.
Okay.
This country, pretty here. How many human bodies you think it's built on?
Of course, he has to go there.
I'm just being figurative. Mostly.
Yeah, sure. Sure, bud.
Here comes the dawn. Headed out this way. Can't say where specifically. My safety and yours, you understand.
Okay. So up north. We're going down south.
My journey ain't so long as the crow flies, but it's winding. Detours for hiding, for dodging dogs, and men with guns. See, I don't have to run from you, though. If we run into one another out that way, maybe we'll share a little fire again.
All right. All right. We are going down south. Let's see what we have here. Hear a story. Hopefully it's gonna be good. Ooh. You look like you've seen better days. These men lean against the wall of this hardware store, smoking and chatting. They wave you over. You heard this one before? They launch into a group recitation of the haunted mill operated by ghosts, interrupting one another in the excitement to tell it. You recognize it's a story. It's the story about the creepy mill. Someone added to it in the meantime, though. What do you think? Asked one of the men. You think it really happened? Of course. Sounds wild. Okay, sounds wild. That could be good indication of what we can do in the future with it. Let's see, what is this?
The car is a lifeline. Your one hope to escape the encroaching storm. It rattles along a few yards ahead of the storm front, jouncing and juddering, one pothole away from being swallowed by the choking dust. A figure clings to support straps mounted on the back.
Okay.
You grab the straps and haul yourself up.
Oh,
Shouts the woman on the back.
a fellow observer.
She's wrapped in a scarf and aviation goggles, juggling a pen and a notebook while hanging onto the unsteady car. The dust scours your face and rips at your clothes.
Okay.
We're not done with our observations.
She threads one arm through the straps and makes another attempt to write, but it comes out illegible.
Blast it. Get inside and take dictation, will you?
Okay.
You clamber through the open back window, and she hands you pen and notebook. You scribble furiously while she dictates the finer qualities of the dust and wind assaulting the car until her voice is hoarse.
That'll do.
She bangs on the roof.
Judith, let's go.
Who's Judith? Okay, so women who study storms.
The baby buffalo lies tangled by a fence, wire biting into its flesh. Please, it says, I must reach the sanctuary before they find me. The light here has a thin quality. Colors are oddly muted. There's a taste of something old in the air.
Okay.
They were hunters of my kind. I am the last born. Every year it repeats. I must run. They must chase. It is the cycle that lets my people survive.
Okay.
You hear hoofbeats. A ways back down the road, a cloud of dust rises. The buffalo struggles. Please, help me. The wire cuts into your hands, but you untangle the animal. The buffalo charges off as soon as it's free. Come on. You glance behind. A trio of riders emerges at the head of the dust cloud.
All right.
You run alongside the buffalo. Not far. It grunts. Just ahead.
Oh no.
You see the boundary, a line of rocks that mark the border, but the hoofbeats sound close. The ground dips, and the beast stumbles and falls. They'll be on you any second.
Carry the
You
buffalo.
snatch up the beast and run for the boundary line. All you can hear is the pounding hooves and the whooping of the riders. They're on you
Oh,
just
no.
before you reach the
I
line.
think I lost something. I don't know what I
You
lost.
hurl the buff forward as you fall. The buffalo crosses the line and turns with a defiant bellow, a primal sound that far outstrips its size. It drags its feet through the dirt, kicking up a cloud of dust. When it settles, the four are nowhere to be seen. You hear the distant clamor of a herd in motion.
Okay. Ooh, that it took half my health away. All right. Okay, next town. We might actually need to go to Cincinnati, to be honest. Okay, I think I actually have no choice. I need to go to Cincinnati. Yeah, I need to go to Cincinnati. I need to spend money, get my health up, maybe sleep, and work. We entering Cincinnati. Let's see. We are good on sleep. We got on good on money. Let's
The
explore.
corridors of Cincinnati's music hall reverberate with the sounds of an orchestra warming up for rehearsal.
If we unbolt the light rig, we can crush them.
Says a voice up ahead. No, another answers. Hiding
this like
Baldy's
attempted
baton
murder?
would be sufficient to stop the din. The tuxedoed men are slightly transparent. Mustachio on the right has his arms folded. The weaselly one on the left scowls. They start at your arrival.
I'm gonna undo those bolts.
Weasel feature vanishes into thin air.
Damn it all.
Says the other man.
I think they're like. The thing is, we're not the superstitious kind, right?
We used to be members of the orchestra until, well, you know. Patrick doesn't care for the new blood. It seems like talent died with us. So he does his damnedest to stop them playing. But I can't allow violence against fellow artists.
They are
Help me
ghosts.
stop him. With the right tool, you can banish them from the hall. You see,
No spirit can stand the sound of the purest of all instruments.
The violin.
No,
The piano.
no, no. He
Sousaphone.
shakes his head, exasperated. No!
The triangle wasn't even an
triangle.
option.
The orchestra has one, but their percussionist's a sop. He never hits it right. If you can get there, you can ensure the only thing brutalized here today is Chopin.
Okay.
The orchestra is midway through practice. They're in dire need of it. The percussionist dozes on his stool. Everyone's oblivious to the muttering from the lighting rig.
We Russian.
You sprint down the aisle and elbow through the incensed musicians. The percussionist falls off his stool as you clamber over his xylophone. You grab the beater and bring it down onto the triangle, eliciting a pure, resounding note.
Okay.
The rafters ring with laughter. The mustachioed ghost appears next to you, doubled over, invisible to the
We
furious
got
orchestra.
tricked by a ghost.
I never thought you'd fall for that. The triangle, for God's sake.
You know what? The mischievous ghost. Store. We. Oh, they're gonna take half my money. Let's earn money. If we can. We're looking for work. I'm feeling good about today, crows a young man in line. You know what? Side with Bill. There we go. And just like that, we have money. Alright, so. Let's make a recap, because again, we have a few things that we did today. We have, hold on, progress. We met 2 new characters. We met Lil Ben and we met Franklin. Honestly, of all these 4, I mess with Franklin the most. I like him. I like his demeanor. I like his, cheerful tone through life. We haven't seen Quinn, so I think it's gonna take a while before we see Quinn again, because I think in the next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to try and use the train, because the train takes up a lot of money, and I don't want to just use money willy-nilly like that, because again, we'd have to go back to the city and earn money there, or see if we can find some money along the road. But let's see. So this is where we started. This is basically the dude that messed us up. We had a lot of Mason, and then we had a lot of stories, and then we began with Little Ben over here. Technically, we did a lot with Little Ben today too, because we saw him like twice. No. Thrice. So, Anyway, looking at the map, what we're going to do is hold on, let me scroll out for a bit. What we're going to do is we are going to leave Cincinnati next stream. We're going to try and clean this up so we have a lot more ammunition for our next camp encounter, and then we're going south. So from Indiana, we're going to Tennessee, crossing to Kentucky and go to Tennessee, and go southeast to Georgia, and then we're going to make sure that we clean everything up in Florida, because I think that's where I want to be by the end of the next stream. So yeah, that is what we have so far. What we also didn't have from in the first stream, in the first part, we didn't have any Crow conversations yet. The Crow is mostly like tips, so I assume that we're not going to see a lot of the Crow just yet. So again, we are going to cross Kentucky into Tennessee next stream, and then go make our way south. The thing is, I really do believe that the characters are kind of far apart. If I'm, if you just look at the... Okay, so we had 3 characters here. Well, 4 technically. So 4 characters there. And here, there are a lot of... Like, I'm kind of surprised there's no one there. Again, this is going to be amazing. I know that this is going to be deep lore. And I'm excited the most for her. Because I have the feeling that she's going to be like mystic. You know what I mean? Like ancient folklore wisdom. I don't know what these 2 are, but they are far. They are really far. I have to cross like I don't know how many states. I have to cross Indiana, Illinois, Iowa, Nebraska, Wyoming, Idaho, all the way to Washington. So that's going to be something else. So yeah, that's basically what we had for today. And yeah, I'm not sure what this means, but when it comes to progress, we are getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. I think this is only our second stream, and so far, I think we're making time. I think we're actually making time. Again, we haven't really done anything good for like Mason, so we need some stories to cheer him up because he needs it. So we're going to work on happy stories next stream. All right. So I'm going to... I forgot. Does it save? Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna save if I do this. Okay. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for chatting and spending your time with me. And I'll see you guys next stream. So take care. And I'll catch you in the next stream. Peace.